This has gotta be one of my best angles, which is why I'm gonna film from it. And it's raining, and it's gloomy, which feels really nice. So, I'm gonna go to the tailor and bring 2 pairs of my partner's, well, my fiance's jeans to the tailor. They are 2 pairs of Dior jeans with the top button being like a clasp. And I'm gonna bring them there and see if they can replace the clasp, because one of them popped off and then the other one just has a couple rips in the butt, and he's had them darned a couple times at this tailor and they do a really good job. So we're gonna see if they can be fixed. I'm really not condoning distracted driving at all, which is why I'm like not gonna look at you that much, but you're there. And I am driving. I mean, it's been a long time of like me wanting to continue expanding the scope of my content creation, because my neck and chin looks so bad and like very aged, but that's okay. It's okay. I did name my like little neck pouch a couple years ago to try to like, you know, respect her a little bit more, but I don't even remember her name, so I guess I don't respect her at all. My skin's looking dry. It's okay. But yeah, I really like making content, and I love short form content for what it's worth, and I love to consume short form content as much as anyone else does, because that shit's addicting, and I feel like I learn a lot. I feel like it expands my vocabulary every fucking day. I never want to like move past learning younger generations' words and views and thought processes and jokes. I really want to, I feel like it really keeps me current. And of course my algorithm is not like specifically tailored to show me everything that Gen Alpha is doing, but at least bits and pieces here and there, and I really enjoy like keeping up with it and seeing like what little brains are doing. But yeah, it's addictive as well. But yeah, I have really always really enjoyed social media and content making and like sharing thoughts and hearing perspectives and being silly. And here, I'm at a stop sign, so I'm going to show you how pretty it is outside. You can see it's like totally beautiful. I don't even know what I'm showing you, but beautiful fog land out there. Let's get the video going before I start driving. Okay. Don't do as I do. Don't drive and film. But yeah, basically I love watching kind of mundane long form content as well. I know that there's a world full of YouTube that I am not exposed to, but I do struggle to find YouTubers that are making content that I want to watch. I really like style, but I don't want to watch videos that are only about style or current trends. I really like, you know, a visually beautiful video, but sometimes I want it to just be like rough. I really like hearing people's thoughts, but not in like a totally buttoned up philosophical way. I really like seeing how other people live, seeing other people's cities, how people process things, how people think about things. But yeah, not in like an educational or like buttoned up professional way. this is what I'm doing, this is why, this is the media I consumed this week, this is why, this is the lessons that I've learned, these are the things I'm ruminating on, these are the things that I've bought recently, this is the makeup I'm trying out. And I feel like I have the ability to do that. So if there's anyone out there that is also looking for that kind of content, I really want to try to do that. Because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of things going on in my mind. I just turned 25, which means I believe that my frontal lobe is fully developed, especially as a woman. I feel like it's gotta be. It's gotta be. And I will admit, like in my 25th year of sanity, that I do notice my decisions are coming from not a harsher place, but a place of being a little bit more grounded in an unwillingness to betray myself. And I feel like I've spent my entire life like uber willing to betray myself to not necessarily even people please, but like I just wanted a gold star. Like I wanted a gold star. I wanted to be the easiest person to get along with. I wanted to be the friendliest person. I wanted to be the most generous person. I wanted to be the person with the most resources, who never runs out of energy, who always has a listening ear, who can help troubleshoot and give advice on any topic, who loves to learn and expand, who will give you time of day, who will, I really just wanted to be somebody that most people could meet and spend time with and be like, wow, I felt really seen and heard and expanded upon and connected and spoiled. Like I really have spent my whole life trying to make that sustainable. And because I have it in me to be able to do that for long periods of time, and because it feels so fucking good, I just did that and did that and did that and did that. But it did also make me kind of like a secretly frustrated person whose like behind the scenes efforts never felt like they were acknowledged or good enough, who like really struggled with like rumination and resentment, and yeah, I feel like in my 25th year I kind of have like a reset and do-over chance to, I'm going to use a big buzzword, but boundaries, which is like totally like therapy speech buzzword tossed around, very popular concept right now, and a theme of literally everyone's life. I feel like everybody could be better at boundaries, putting them up, knowing them, understanding other people's boundaries, knowing what are normal boundaries, and even if somebody hasn't asked, kind of like testing or asking or putting out litmus tests or things like that. But yeah, boundaries like is something I've always been hyper aware of, but totally like stubbornly unwilling to put up, especially for those that are closest to me, because I wanted to be like a bottomless pit of willingness and help and resources and gifts and whatnot. And that's totally, it's enriched my life in a lot of ways, but it's also bitten me badly. And yeah, I just feel like this year I have like almost like a second lease on life to say yes to things that I've wanted to say yes to kind of let down how much I deeply care about knowing everyone's complexes and being able to like create a relationship or a world in which their complexes are never challenged. And that may be in like putting a damper on myself, downplaying, quieting myself, dealing with things inside my own head. And I don't want to be that anymore, because it doesn't actually make me a better person later, because it's completely unsustainable. And then people get, like half of me, or I'm just like a totally closed off person, or I become highly unrelatable, or judgmental, or, you know, full of tangible resentment. And I really don't want to do that. And I feel like I've also learned this year that, like, people will, I mean, your answer lies in their response to your boundaries. You know, like, if you put up a super reasonable boundary and someone takes it as deep rejection and they say, well, I can tell I'm not wanted in this relationship, or, you know, you've asked me to lighten up on one really small thing that, like, is totally normal, and then they just respond with feelings of being deeply betrayed by you, or abandoned, or that they're unwanted. Like, it's something I totally would have just, like, swung the pendulum in the past and tried to make them feel like the most wanted person ever. But then if I pull away from that because I am, like, really needing to, it becomes obvious. Like, I need to give sustainably so that if I have a lapse in my ability to give, it doesn't feel like a rejection, because everybody's rejection sensitive. Nobody wants to be abandoned. Nobody wants to feel like, you know, they're a burden or too much work, or like something, you know, has been promised and isn't given. But I really do, like, deeply understand my place in how much I've caretaken and betrayed my own boundaries and like enabled those kinds of relationships. Anyway, I just got to the tailor. Haha. I'm gonna go in and I'll take you with me. We're right next to Darlene's Family Salon, which has wigs and hair pieces. And I feel like I've never walked in there before. I am into a hairpiece, so I'm wearing a hairpiece right now. And so it could be kind of fun to see what the hell kind of hair pieces they have in there. So let's go. Okay, these are the jeans that I'm bringing inside. I can't say that the angle is going to be great. But here we go. Hi. So I have these pairs of jeans. They're my boyfriend's jeans. Mm-hmm. They have this little hook closure, mm-hmm. and this little metal piece popped off.
Oh, okay.
He does not want a button. He would ideally like something very similar to this. And this is another pair from the same brand. Mm-hmm. So he really likes that kind of enclosure. Do you think that's possible to replace?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I don't have the exactly like this one, but I do have different.
Yeah, something similar that's like not a button.
Okay, so for this one too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be $40 for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But for the
Hi. I just have never been in here, so I'm looking around and looking at hair pieces and things and just seeing what you have.
custom pieces.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did you need that sanitizing stuff? Yeah.
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
The fuchsia. That's awesome. So cool. I visited Japan in November, and there was a little section of wigs there that were super fun in like this bookstore. And this is reminding me of that a little bit. Got some more over here. Very kindly letting me film a little bit. also love that. And that. After filming all that, I was literally like, I don't think that this is good. I don't think I'm gonna put this anywhere. I don't want to do this. This is like tiring and rambling for no reason. Nobody's gonna watch it. I don't care. But then I was like, whatever. Literally whatever. So I'm continuing. I went to one other place. I went to Cosmoprof, which is, I'm a licensed hairdresser, and so it is the beauty supply store for people with their licenses. Very elusive, exclusive. But that was good. I spent like $400 there. And we're gonna try to flip that and make it back by doing a bunch of hair. Me and my mom, we own a hair salon together. And we're booked and busy. I'll be honest, we're booked and fucking busy. So it shouldn't be too hard to make it back, but it is always crazy to like go to the supply store and get like a few colors, and it's like $400. But it was very necessary, and it feels good. So now I just called my fiance, who is the weekly janitor at the salon. He's been doing his cleaning there this morning, and I just called him to see what's up. And he wants some food, and he suggested Wendy's. Then I suggested Culver's. So we're gonna do Culver's. So come with me to do that. Yeah. What do you guys call your partners, or your fiancés, or your boyfriends, or your girlfriends, or your they friends, or your romantic interests, your lovers? I do like the classics. I love the baby, I love the babe, I love the bae. I do say that a lot. I say like bae, and then continue talking, and I like that one. But I always have some kind of like weird little word as well. And for the last long time, it was beige or beigic, which is embarrassing to say out loud or in public at all, and I usually don't. Like, we're not super PDA, and I don't know if that's just like trauma, honestly, or if that's actually how we are, but we really try to like keep it tame in public. But yeah, no public beige or beigic saying. But now it's moved away from beige to Buell or Bueller. So now it's Bueller, which I think I also call him Beauty a lot, and I call animals Beauty. And I think it just evolved into Bueller or Buell. Okay, here we are at Culver's. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, Gala, Gala. Could I do a butter burger with bacon and cheese?
So would you like to have the bumper deluxe? And that's because that already has bacon on it, or do you want a butter burger plain?
Yeah, could I have it plain, please? Thank you.
So you don't want nothing else on bacon?
Yeah, bacon and cheese.
Or would you like to have a value basket or just a sandwich?
I will have it as a value basket.
And is a medium fry, medium coke okay with that?
Could I upgrade the side to mac and cheese?
We don't have mac and cheese no more, Gala.
Okay, what about cheese curds?
Of course. And is the Coke fine?
Yeah, that's great.
Anything else for you today?
Yeah, could I also get a Culver's Deluxe basket?
With or without, would you like, oh, you said basket. So is a medium fry and a medium Coke okay with that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Anything else for you today?
That will be it.
Would you like any ketchup in the bag?
Yes, please.
Okay, your total today is $31.43. Or whenever you're ready.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
He said my name quite a few times. He said Thanks, Gallo. I'll do that for you, Gallo. What else would you like, Gallo? Let's see who it is. Paying cash monies. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten a butter burger. I've tried my partners, but I've never gotten it. I usually get either the veggie burger or I've gotten the Atlantic Cod Feast, which is kind of a crazy cursed order. But usually I just get like sides and ice cream or some other thing. So let's try the butter burger today. Is this content that anyone even cares about? It's a weird thing making content. Because I honestly don't care about views. But I do love interaction. Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Johnny, you had the 6-piece shoe basket, right?
No, I had the 2 different burger combos.
Oh, the bacon, you had the bacon, the value basket.
Yeah.
And the double deluxe.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, this is your
It is? Okay.
total $31 and 40.
Perfect. That sounds right.
Change it, $8.60. Would you like to receive?
No, thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. You call me Jelly. Okay, Jelly, you have the shrimp basket. Nope. I always feel so bad because Culver's has you wait very far away from the building, and in Minnesota, that means that like the weather is so up and down, and it's fully raining right now, and whoever has to bring me my meal is just cursed to bring it out in the pouring rain. I found a little Baby Bell wax in the compartment in my door, so I'm gonna play with it. I'm a very tactile person and definitely have some flavor of neurodivergence, and I love to have something to do with my hands all the time. Thank you.
Gala?
Yes, thank you so much. You too. Okay, she said my name right. Down here. I think I'm gonna go home and watch some Code Geass, which is an anime that is on Crunchyroll that me and my partner have been watching steadily for the last month. It's really fucking good. I love anime so much. Like, I love anime and I want to be an anime character, and my partner looks like an anime character, which is really nice. But I'm very particular about which anime I want to watch and which anime I really don't care for. And it's really hard for me to get into most anime. However, Code Geass, it's political, it's full of action, it has darkness, it has a really excellent storyline, it has like the way that they drop information and the way that they change things up is genius. They capture your attention with the perfect amount of sweetness, love, romance, school, happenings, animals, with like an equally awesome amount of powerful dynamics, witty, smart, political themes. And yeah, I really just think that they've done an excellent job on that one, and I highly recommend. It's 50 episodes, I think, and we just finished the first season, which was 25 episodes. And I think we're a couple, like maybe 4 into the second season. This shit is good. Code Geass is so good. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the animes that I recommend that you watch. I think that everyone should start with classics as like a gateway, because I feel like the Studio Ghibli films are like a perfect gateway for people who are anime curious but anime resistant, which I totally understand being anime resistant. But I want to change that for you if you are. So starting with those, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend starting with Ponyo unless you're young, because I feel like Ponyo is really, really good, but is less of a like gateway, if that makes sense. But there are some. Go ahead. You have so much space. I'm just waiting for you. It was a big intersection with red lights that were blinking, so it was broken, so everybody just has to decide for themselves when to go, and somebody was waiting to turn, and so they had lots of space to turn, and I started to halfway go while they were turning, and then they got scared and stopped and looked at me. Anyway, yeah, Spirited Away, cult classic, really satisfying and totally palatable for anyone that's anime curious but anime resistant. Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind is my all-time favorite Studio Ghibli film. It has a lot of relevant themes. All of them have extremely relevant themes, but it's very like environmentally focused and incredible. Princess Mononoke, very similar themes, absolutely incredible and beautiful. Highly recommend watching at least 2 or 3 of those to start your anime journey. Then I actually did really like Death Note. It's a popular one, but it's dark and it has a good like balance of darkness, action, psychological, and then also like pretty mundane school focused problems, issues, and loves and little whatevers. That is a great gateway. Oh my god, the roads are so trash that I can't keep anything stable today. I'm so sorry if this is like really, really annoying. Where it is? Okay. Then, if you are anime resistant because of your inability to get hooked by a storyline of a young boy meeting a sensei or a mentor, gaining powers, and then just fighting a bunch, which is not a bad story arc, but it is extremely common and sometimes hard, especially for like a woman or whatever to attach to. I highly, highly, highly recommend Claymore. It's a lesser known anime, but it is probably my favorite anime of all time. And it's about these like villages that are getting ravaged by monsters that are these Yoma creatures that are these like very scary like woman monsters. And then the only people that can hunt down, sense, and kill Yoma creatures is these women who are half monster, half human. And it basically just goes through the arc and journey of what it feels like to be those women, the torn dichotomy, I guess, of your monster side and your human side, fighting either way, and then fighting and killing these Yoma. Very powerful women-centric anime. Gorgeous, like, dusty, sepia, moody, grungy vibe. So, like, the vibes are immaculate, the tones are immaculate, and then the storyline's pretty good too. And then I love Ergo Proxy. She, the main character, Rael, is it Rael? Rael Mayer. Yeah, I think Rael. She is, like, so beautiful, and she's pale, and she has dark hair, and she wears blue eyeshadow, and she's just a little freak, and she's got side bangs, and she's just so cunt. That is a really good anime as well. I don't even remember a ton about the story arc, but it's like dystopian and action-oriented and kind of like end of the world vibes, and very strange, very well written. Okay, have you noticed that in, like, if you are an avid anime watcher, that there could be like the most serious anime, and then, like, randomly there's a scene or an episode that's just a complete wild card that makes no sense, that's totally goofy and completely stupid? Because I feel like every anime has that, where they just, like, stray from the plot, completely break down into, like, the most strange, weirdest thing, and then suddenly it's like, we're at a carnival and we're playing a game and we're on a TV show and everyone's in funny little hats and nothing makes sense and it's all jokes and everything's like, yeah, I feel like every single one has that. And Ergo Proxy has an episode like that where it's like, what the actual fuck is going on? I'm talking so much, and I also just got hit with a wave of, like, stomach cramp that's giving, like, blowout, like poopy blowout. So good thing we've got Culver's in the car. We'll see what that turns into. But I definitely have a sensitive stomach, and it is true that the girlies be having stomach issues. But I think everybody's having stomach issues. It's just like a part of life. But yeah, it's kind of hitting right now. Something's brewing. The cauldron has been set to boil right now. Thank God I have the day off and I don't have to be working anywhere right now. I did just apply for a second job. I work full-time as a hairdresser. I'm 7 years into my career. I have hella clients. I'm super fucking busy. But I also have always fantasized so hard about being a server. I just think it would be amazing to be on a busy-ass team. I fucking love customer service. I love to talk, obviously. And dressing up, serving, being part of a team, learning things about food, learning things about drinks. I don't drink, and so I feel like my knowledge and care for alcoholic beverages and the processes and the fancy cocktails is just like zero. And I would love to know more about fancy food and how prep happens, and also fancy drinks and how prep happens for that. So I applied for a job at a local brewery that also makes like fancy local good ingredient food, and I'm in the process of chatting with the owner about that, doing some kind of like summer and fall 1 or 2 shifts a week kind of serving. And I'm super excited about that because I don't know why it's such a fantasy of mine, but I think I need to like check it off before I can be like a satisfied person in general. Yeah, okay. I'm about to pull up on Charles at his little janitorial job. And I'm gonna help him with the last few details here, and then we're gonna go eat Culver's, and I doubt that I'm gonna film any of that because I don't want to subject anyone else to this insane rambling and being filmed if they don't want to be. Okay, I just ate the burger. It was like a 7 out of 10. Pretty good. I feel like the buns leave some to be desired for me. It kind of gets soggy fast. I did not have a blowout. I was completely fine. I don't know what happened in the car, but it was fine. It went away. But now I'm in like a complete beef coma, which means I probably shouldn't have even eaten that. And I feel like a grease muffin. But that's okay because I'm just in bed. And I don't have to be non-greasy right now. I feel like a nap is coming on. And I was just reminded that there's a punk show tonight that I'm gonna go to with my friend Liv and our friend Sierra. So that means dress up, bitch. That means dress the fuck up. And that's so exciting. And I love that. And I'm excited to jump around, dance around, hit people, and scream. So I'm gonna nap, and then I've got a look to come up with, which could be fun content for whoever the fuck gets this far in the video. Yeah. It's 7:45 right now, and I have to be at the show at 9, so I've got an hour and 15. I'm grabbing my makeup. I did some diabolical skin picking using a toenail clipper before my bath, so hopefully I can cover that. I'm crafty. I know I can. Yeah, let's get into the makeups and then the outfit. She's so distracting. Like, all I want to do is just love on her, and she's so sweet. I have recently been listening to a ton of young adult romance novels, specifically by the author Sarah Dessen, because I used to listen to her novels and read her novels when I was in high school and earlier. I had only read maybe 2 or 3 of them back in the day, but I've now zipped through all of those to like refresh my memory and get back into it, and then I've now listened to a bunch of them. So grateful that she has put out so many fucking books, because they are really the only thing that I want to hear or consume right now. But they're just really good. Like, I cannot explain how nice it has felt to just listen to, if you know, you know, Just Listen is one of the titles. To listen to, you hear my nose? To listen to these kinds of books, because I consumed some like dystopian books last year, and I went through like all of Chuck Palahniuk's books, which is the writer of Fight Club. Not all of them, but like 10 of them last year, and they definitely are like a little bit heavier and harder to follow in content, whereas these young adult novels are just like super easy going, obviously, and not super complicated, but gripping and lovely. And they're all super duper straight, and one of them felt a little bit like anti-abortion propaganda, and I can't say for sure that that's what it was because I haven't actually looked into it. And I also watched Undertone this year, and that is the new like A24 horror movie about a podcast. And that also, like, weirdly the entire time, unconfirmed, but felt like anti-abortion propaganda as well. So I don't know what's up with that, but loving YA, middle school, high school, early college romance right now. Absolutely loving it. I also really liked the Uglies series, and I listened to those last year. So, like, knowing those things, if you make it this far in this video, comment some of your favorites that are similar, or if you've read the Sarah Dessen books, because I feel like they had a total moment in like 2013 to 2016, and I'm so happy to be revisiting them because they're just so like summery and romantic and sweet, which is exactly the vibe for this summer. Summery, romantic, sweet, palatable, soft, but real. Anyway, do you ever like hear a newish word or concept and then suddenly like you can't escape it, it's just everywhere? Because that's what's happening to me right now with the concept of adenoids. I genuinely had not even heard of them. I guess I had heard the word, but didn't really even know what they were, and still I kind of don't. But for some reason they are like inescapably haunting all of the media that I'm consuming, and my phone, and ads, and TikToks, and I literally don't know why, because that was something that I just never knew anything about, and now I just heard it in my book. I'm listening to Lock and Key on Spotify right now. It's another Sarah Dustin book, and they just mentioned adenoidal sounds in regards to a small dog and the noises he was making when he came inside after being outside. And I'm like, what the adenoids is going on? Okay, so I'm thinking for my makeup, I am going to do, honestly, I think a super minimal eye. I was gonna do like a black smoky eye with silver glitter, but I'm kind of thinking like mega minimal eye, maybe just a lash. And then I want to show you guys a really cool trick that I learned recently for lipstick. Okay, I'm going to do my eye really quick, and then I'll be back to show you the trick, because I'm so proud of this, and I love it, and it's such a fun trick, and I feel like anyone that's experimental with makeup will absolutely love this fucking trick. I am someone that constantly talks to myself as if I'm narrating a YouTube video, and like when I'm frustrated, I talk to myself. When I'm sad, I talk to myself. When I'm getting ready, I talk to myself, like constantly. And I have a very busy brain, if you can't tell. So this has felt actually super good to film, and I'm kind of intrigued to see how it feels to just have this like stream of consciousness, content out in the world, because it's kind of like diarrhea-ish in a way that is much more doable for me than a diary is, because that is not something that I've ever been able to consistently do, or do in a way that didn't feel like contrived or performative, because I've found that like I really struggle to do, this is not to like sound so cool, like I struggle to do things performatively, because in a lot of ways a lot of things are performative, and I'm sure there are lots of things that I do performatively, but if it's like expected of me, or I do it for the wrong motivation or the wrong reasons, my brain just like won't let me follow through and continue with it if I lose interest in it. And that is what journaling has been like for me. And I've also felt that way about gaming. I've always dated and surrounded myself with gamers, but I had never done any gaming until this year. I had done like some little small games, but never like following through with an entire story game, or you know, getting home and gaming. Like I'd never done that before, because I felt like it was just so expected of me, and I did not want to do it for the wrong reasons or have anything attached to it that wasn't just like genuine passion and interest. And I just never felt any genuine passion or interest toward it until I played Silent Hill this year. And I mean, that was probably one of the most immersive and fun media experiences I've had in years. And again, I'm very picky with movies, music, books, games, anime. Like, I'm very particular. But Silent Hill checked a lot of boxes for me and captured my interest long term. And it was pretty fun to feel like I was able to see my own progress in grasping controller skills and even like motor skills. And I struggled so hard with camera navigation and map reading, and all of it at first super hard, but by the end of it I found so much joy in noticing progress, and I could totally understand a lot of my friends and partners better after that. And that is really what motivated me. Like, I felt genuine interest in the game, and I also really want to be able to understand the joys of the people that are close to me more intimately. And I feel like it totally did that for me, so that was awesome. And it's so psychological too. Like, I really enjoy that there was such a deep meaning to every fucking detail in that game, and that even after finishing it, I felt super interested in like continuing to learn about the game and the making of the game and the concepts and the reasons and the thought and all the different endings and the Easter eggs and everything. And yeah, I really talk so much, but it would be weird, I guess, if I didn't talk. Oh, I'm thinking of a specific TikTok comment that I got on one of my talking videos that was like, please make a YouTube channel. I could listen to you talk all day long. And now I'm like, I need to go back in the archives and find that person and just be like, hey, this one's for you. It's a lot of talking to listen to. Okay. Eyeliner is on. Eyebrows are on. Lashes are picked out. I'm going to put them on. I lost my tweezers, which is like really unfortunate because putting lashes on without tweezers is a fucking chore. And it's super frustrating, but I'm gonna go put my lashes on, do a couple more things, and then come back for my lippy for real this time. Okay, just placed my lashes on, and they're being a little annoying in the corners if you can't tell, but I did find my tweezers. That is helping, but yeah, this corner does not want to stick. Recently I got the chance to glam my friend, and it made me think a lot about, I've actually had 2 experiences recently that felt like sleepover activity minus the sleepover, and I'm like now a super fan of this concept because, yeah, my friend came over and we watched reality TV, and I glammed her and made us pancakes that were covered in butter and cinnamon, nutmeg, and sugar and maple syrup. And then I glammed her, I already said that twice. I glammed her before the pancakes, but it just felt so fun and cute and sleepover-ish without having to have a sleepover, because as an adult, you know, you just like your own bed, you like your own things, you like your comforts, and it was awesome. And then last night I had a friend that I hung out with for like 14 hours, and we did a bunch of things together throughout the day, and then we came to my house and we hung out with my cat, And we also watched some just like silly YouTube, and we scrolled on our phones, and basically it was like a big parallel play sleepover-ish thing. And then at 1 a.m. they went home, and totally felt like a sleepover without a sleepover. So normalize sleepovers without sleepovers in 2026, because it was great and awesome, and I feel like I don't want to miss out on like doing each other's makeup or scrolling on phones in bed or making pancakes and doing face masks just because there's not like a sleepover happening. And I feel like we separate those things out so much as a society. Okay, I'm gonna do this cool lippy thing, and what it is first I'm gonna line my lips with a black pencil. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in black. That's really normal. And then I'm gonna do a liquid black lip, because I find that that just stays way better than a cream black lip. I'm gonna use this one. Is my favorite. It is by Hell Bites Beauty. It's a vegan and cruelty-free brand, imperishable liquid lipstick. This shit stays on for good. Like, it stays on for good. They actually sent me this for free, and I ended up loving it, so that's great. But when I was getting my nails done the other day, I thought about how every time I get my freaking nails done, my nail lady Dawn, shout out Dawn, she does a black coat before she does anything sparkly or shimmery or chrome. And I am such a big fan of wearing eyeshadow on my lips or unconventional lip products. However, I feel like the pigmentation or the color payoff or the show of them is super short lasting or doesn't even show up properly. And so I was like, Dawn primes my nails with black to make silver or blue or purple chrome, and it doesn't look black. It looks like whatever the shade is. So I tried it on my lips, and it creates this like mega long lasting, super duper shiny metallic lip moment that you just can't replicate in any other way. So I'm gonna come back once the black base is laid, but you'll see what I mean. It's awesome. Okay, I've got my lippy on. I'm gonna let it dry for a second. Fan off with a massive sheet of lashes from Etsy. But, I mean, this is so simple. I've already explained the whole thing. But I'm gonna put like a silver chrome over it, I think, because that will show up the brightest and be in line with the theme for tonight. This is the rest of my makeup right now. It's freckly and pale and very simple on the eye. Let's see what time it is. Okay, it's 8:15. I have 45 minutes to pull this together, and I feel like it's going relatively quickly, so I don't think that should be a problem. I'm almost done, and whenever I'm stressed out about pulling a look together, I'm like, girl, you live in a small town. Absolutely nobody cares. Okay, I've just dropped my palettes on the ground. I don't think there's any casualties. I have this bunk broken palette from Morphe, but it has a stunning silver in it, so I'm going to use that on my finger. I haven't ever done it with not my finger, but I feel like this is the best way to get full pigmentation and control. So I'm just putting it on my finger. You see that? It just shows up so beautifully. I think I'm gonna leave a thin black outline because it looks kind of cool that way. I've never done this with silver. I've only done it with like lavender and blue so far. But I'm kind of obsessed with this hack because it's actually doing what I've wanted other things to do, but they haven't done. So there it is, this sickly Tin Man lip. It's definitely showing up a little bit greeny bluey, which I honestly love. But I think it's just the nature of it being a black lipstick underneath it. I'm gonna try to layer, I have one other silver that I might put a little touch of over top of this. It's from this palette, which my friend gave to me, and I use it every day. I'm gonna use, it's like a lighter silver that I'm gonna pop in the center. I don't know that it's doing much. Yeah, didn't do anything at all, but that's that. I'm gonna put a little of this Urban Decay glitter stuff in my inner corner. And then I think I'm gonna try to sparkle the rest of my face as well. I'm gonna put this under my eyes to almost create a bit of like a crying, like a glittery crying effect. I'll get you up a little closer for that. So I think I'm gonna just go right here. I love that this is a little paintbrushy. Okay, I feel like that really is giving crying, which is awesome because I'm not crying at all tonight. And I love that for me. I don't intend to cry once tonight, but I can still give crying bitch. Okay. It's time to figure out outfit. I'm gonna go slick my hair and then start looking at some outfit bits and bobs. Okay, wait, I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna use this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm in this insane, gorgeous pinky lavender, just because it's one of my favorite products and it shows up really nicely in like dark places with lighting. And I literally just smushed this all over my face with my finger, even like, yeah, my nose, my cheekbones, my eyebrows, my forehead. And it's subtle, but it gives a cute little touch. She is just still passed out here and being so sweet. Lou. I literally just wore these Marc Jacobs. Oh shit. These Marc Jacobs. Oh my god. I'm using paintings as like a closet separator to keep Lou out of them just because I'm afraid of her getting mad and pissing on things. But I just wore these to an event, but they kind of go with this theme tonight. So maybe it'll be another night of wearing these. They're very comfortable, beautiful Marc Jacobs Depop fine. I think I paid under $100 for them. Maybe they will be the look. I like to absolutely drench myself in Eco Gel. And I think if my hair could actually be made out of plastic and be a wig, that I would be so freaking happy. But yeah, my goal every day is basically like synchronized swimmer level, hard hat, plastic head. And Eco Gel, heaps of it, helps me get there. My hair is slicked with gauze. Let's go figure out what it is that we're wearing tonight. She's so special and adorable. And one of her little nipples is showing. And her feet are so cute. Oh my gosh, Lou. I have to focus on getting dressed, but I don't want to. Okay, I don't know how much is even allowed on YouTube, but I have on this like silver swimsuit that is obviously silver and chrome and metallic, so it does go with the theme. I might use this as like my base for this outfit. I have no idea how I'm gonna layer on top of it, but this is where we're starting. I also have this, which I hardly ever get the chance to wear, but maybe it's because I don't really like it that much. I'm gonna try on the sparkle jeans and see if they could possibly be a vibe. I'm trying to think of anything else that I have that's like silver. I used to own like a lot of silver stuff, but I don't own as much anymore. Here is with the jeans. Not the most flattering. However, I have tried to like really detach from the notion of flattering, especially in the last couple of years. And it has given me so much freedom in wearing fun things and my self-acceptance and my fashion feelings. And I'm, yeah, a really strong believer that if you can detach from the concept of flattering, that you will have so much more fun with your wardrobe and the things that you choose to wear because of that. Because you're not just constantly trying to be flattered, because it's actually really hard to find things that flatter everyone or anyone. This top is kind of slipping down, so I'm gonna real quick put a little strapless bra underneath it and try to give it a little bit more grip and a little bit more to like hold on to, and see if that stays up better. I think it does. It's a little bit too tight. Do I have a metallic bag? Yeah, I do. Okay, definitely gonna do a metallic bag. I did just see something metallic that could really be fun. I have this silver pair of Rick sneakers that honestly would hardly show out of the bottom of these pants. So maybe I need to switch pants and then go for those sneakers, because that could be kind of fun. Okay, I'm trying it with these jeans. My room is a mess. I definitely need some more coverage because it's a little exposed, but I'm trying to think of what I would want up top to provide that coverage but still keep things cunt. I might just go with this instead and have, yeah, a little bit more of a covered moment. It's not feeling incredibly creative, but it does match the theme. I think I just need to like deck it out with some jewelry. And I think I am gonna wear the Rick sneakers because they're comfortable and danceable. And then maybe I need some kind of interesting like head accessory or something to spice this up. Okay, these are on. I've done some accessorizing. Put on a very choice ring and some jewels. Charles is having a little Lou time. Charles cameo. So cute. I've been really liking layering scents recently, and I found this combination that I love, and it is Into the Night by Bath & Body Works, which is honestly probably my #1 favorite perfume on earth. And douse in that, and then Fruity Violet, which is the Dossier dupe of Burberry Her, and it just makes you smell like fancy, sultry cigarette, very strawberry, and very like night vibes. I love it. He said I look, what did you say?
So it looks perfect.
It?
The look. You.
Charles! Yes, I do kind of live in filth, but it's not actually dirty, it's messy, and that's comforting to me. I've added both a blue foxtail and a scarf to my pants for the drama of jumping around, and I'm gonna leave in like a second. Yeah, this is the look. I'm gonna wear this metallic blue-gray lavender bomber jacket with this beautiful like burgundy plum interior, It is an absolutely gorgeous, warm, and rainy, vibadocious night. It's very clear. It's not foggy at all, but everything is so like streaky and beautiful. Loving the way that this lip is looking with the reflections of the rain on my windshield. You can see a little of that purple too. Fun. Okay, I'm gonna head there. I will take a couple clips when I'm there. And yeah. Mwah. Okay, I've just gone to an entirely incorrect place, but I'm only 6 minutes away from the place that it actually is at, so I'm gonna go there. We've just found parking together in the same spot, which is so convenient because we'll walk over together, but we're gonna run through my friend Liv's outfits. You may remember them from our famous car mukbang from the other night where we basically ignored you. But yes, we're gonna get a little outfit details.
Wait, okay.
What are you wearing tonight?
Am I saying where things are from?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Okay. This is a little fur jacket. I don't know the brand,
Precious.
but I bought it on Depop.
Love.
This dress, I believe it is Zara.
Beautiful.
And I thrifted it. These boots are little cowboy boots,
So cute.
and I thrifted them.
Studded.
Necklace from Galilee.
Yes, indeed.
Necklace thrifted. Necklace ex-girlfriend.
Okay, period.
Earrings heaven sent.
Gorgeous. And it's pretty convenient that tonight's theme was like
Silver.
metallic silver chrome because we love that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I am realizing today in doing this what a talker I am. Like, holy crap. I feel like there's like, it's literally non-stop talking for 3 hours straight of just like my thoughts. It is fun.
It's fun.
It really is fun.
I swear to God, it helps.
It does. With beautiful, moody, wet night. So cute. There's like a massive line, and we didn't expect it.
Capacity line or?
Honestly, I don't know. Hey! Is that Adeline? That's Adeline! Oh my god. Okay, my mom's in line. That's cute.
Oh my God, this is actually
That's my mom. Okay, we didn't ever make it into the concert. We got stuck in a overflow capacity line that was out to the street, and we stood in the rain. And we got to hear the concert from outside. We didn't get to go in or see Sophie. But now we've just walked to a little burger joint. Yeah, that's what we've done. And my phone's about to die actually, so this might be it. Okay. We have ordered a dirty soda called the Berry Dragon, I think. And it is lychee, strawberry, cold foam, and Pop Rocks. So we're gonna try it. Okay, rate it out of 10.
I give it like a 7.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
It's good. It's good.
Barbecue sprouts, Korean style, and an Impossible Burger with pickles and fries.
Yeah.
I am home. I'm about to take off my makeup because I'm a responsible girl. I'm having some marshmallow fluff. I go through a terrible amount of these marshmallow fluff jars, and my recent discovery of them has been joyful and bad, but I love them so much. Yeah, I'm gonna brush my teeth and take off my makeup and go to bed because I have to work in the morning. But thank you so much for being along for this ride. I hope you just put this on and oscillated between paying attention and ignoring it, and that it was background noise or something comforting or whatever. But thank you.